always knew back when I was coming up. Didn't want to know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, Austin bar is
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But you look at this defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Robinson on a give right side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Carter now throwing on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's McCarthy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Ready?
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now McCarthy. Flush to his right. To the right side and caught by center. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Carter going to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Mobley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
65 cat. Go.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harrison. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It looks like they'll move things around here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Carter. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carter. And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, set. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Dragons nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19. Set go.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Rigoberto Sanchez sets to kick off.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 11. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60.
McCarthy going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
19-18, 73,
at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
rig alert, 19 Lion. Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 21 yards away. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Go.
A give left side to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Carter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down inside the 10.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Robinson
shrugs, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now they'll change things up.
That's good. 4-8.
McCarthy off the play fake.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ben sent it
44 yards.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Back to throw. Carter able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking to throw. Carter.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return will stop right around the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Carter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead.
And now here's another interception. Inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly